Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm going to make my kitchen smell like a pizzeria. I have banana bread in the oven. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. And I'm going to make beef liver. And people are saying, ooh, beef liver. And I've done another video. This is going to be a different variation. But what I put in the beef liver is going to make the house smell magnificent. Now, before we start, I want to tell you that liver is very, very important in a dog's diet, but you should only put 5% liver in each recipe. Now, you know that I don't measure, but that's one thing that you want to be very careful of. You don't want to put too much liver because it's very rich and it can get the dog sick with pancreatitis. They can have bad bowel movements for a long time. And it's amazing. My DOG just ran in here. I think it's something about me talking with the tripod up, because normally I made the banana bread and she wasn't around. I really cannot pick her up now because my hands are kind of dirty. Anyway, so we're gonna start. Actually, maybe we're not. Maybe I need to pick her up for a second. So let's see what I can do here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to start videoing while she's not here. I'll talk for a little bit and then I'll put her down. So you need to get beef liver. I did beef post chicken because she's allergic to chicken. This is what I get. If you can get calf's liver, baby liver, that's better, because think about it. The liver is the organ that filters everything through. And if it's a baby calf, it's not been around long enough to get all the toxins in them. So that would be the best thing to do, but I could not find that. So I have the beef liver, and it's 1 pound. It comes individually wrapped, 4 of these. This is still in the plastic. And I'm gonna use the whole amount to put in here. And I'm gonna give her a treat and hopefully she'll be quiet. So just 1 minute as I pull out a treat to give her. And I'm hoping that she'll be quiet so that we can talk. Okay, here you go, sweetie. So what I'm gonna do is put in, I've cut up 3 of them already. I'll cut one with you. I was hoping to have my gloves on. I always wear gloves, but I took them off to pick up Bella. So I'll just have to deal with the yuckiness, which I really don't want to deal with the yuckiness, so I'm gonna try not to touch it. I cut with a scissor. Okay, because you don't want to put the whole thing in there. It's not gonna mix. I apologize for going slow because I don't have my glasses on, my gloves on. Anyway, so that's that. And I'm gonna just mix that around just a little bit by itself to get it going. And I don't have it plugged in, do I? No, I do have it plugged in. Why is it not working? Let's see here. Here we go. Because you don't want any liver chunks. Okay, so we'll stop that for a second. And now what I'm going to add is 1 egg. These are small eggs, but 1 is fine. Okay. And I'm gonna add some fresh parsley. I keep my parsley in the refrigerator in a glass, change the water every 3 days. The parsley will last for 14 days. This needs to go in the compost now. I'm just gonna add a bunch of parsley. I'm gonna wash it. Parsley is very good for the dog for digestion, and put that in there. And now what I'm gonna add is a clove of garlic. It's a pretty hefty clove of garlic. And I'm not going to chop it because I really want this to be incorporated into the liver. And when you just like put a whole clove in, chop it, it doesn't really mix well. So I have this wonderful garlic press that I love. I also love chopping garlic and onion, but Like I said, I want this really to be mixed in there. Okay. And lastly, this is a very simple recipe. I'm going to add turmeric. You can look at one of my other YouTube videos. I can actually pick her up now. Turmeric is very important in a dog's diet, especially if you have a senior dog and Bella's 11 years old, because it helps with inflammation. But you just can't add turmeric. Turmeric has to be combined with pepper for it to activate. And in one of my other videos, I show you how I bought all this fresh turmeric and I grate it and freeze it in little ice cube trays. And that's what this is. It's a mixture of turmeric. Let's see if you can see that. Turmeric, pepper. Let me move over here so you can see that. Turmeric, pepper, and olive oil. And what I did was just let it sit out for a while this morning. Now, I think this is a little too much to put in this recipe. Again, I'm just eyeing it, so I'm not going to put it all in. I'm going to put in maybe like 3/4 of a teaspoon. And sure, some of the olive oil is great. And I don't know what I'll do with the rest of it. Who knows? So all I'm going to do is mix this up. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see here. Is this going to work with me holding the dog? Probably not. Sit here for a second, please. I'm having problems this morning. Okay. I'm going to mix this up. And after it's all mixed, after it's all mixed, all I'm doing is I have a little sheet pan. It's not a very big one. And I have parchment paper. Parchment paper is your friend. I'm going to pour this mixture, because it's going to be all liquid. You want all the liver to get liquidy. You don't want it to be chunky. And pour it on here. And I'm going to bake it at 375 until it's, formed. You want to put a toothpick in. You don't want it to be liquidy. And then I cut it up into a little smaller than a Triscuit square. And then I'll put it back on a cooled baking sheet and flash freeze. One thing I wanted to say, when you take this out of the oven, you want to cool it, but you don't want to cool it in the pan, okay? Because it's going to get condensation from the parchment paper. So what I do is I actually lift the parchment paper with the liver on it and put it on a cooling rack and let that cool. And then I cut it and I freeze it. Okay, so anyway, this is very important in a dog's diet, but I need to stress to you, only 5% in the recipe. And if you want to give your dog just a little liver treat during the day, make it very little, because too much is going to get them sick, because it is a very fatty, rich food, and they may not be able to handle it, but they do need to have liver. So that's it for today. And let me know what you want me to talk about next. All right, thank you.